Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to some more Let's Play Underrail. Yes! In the last episode, we began the Dude's Quest after we eliminated a band of lurkers between the Hakate Research Facility and Core City. And, well, we are currently visiting homes as part of the quest in order to rift walk, something that the dude will teach us later on. It's going pretty well so far for us. We haven't encountered any unsurmountable problems, and we just finished the second of the homes puzzles, interacting successfully with the console and eliminating these mutants via the frost gas, which gets released into that room. By the way, we're still under the effect of heavy intoxication, but now it's just reducing our attributes by 2 for this particular room as opposed to 4. In any case, hello! Welcome back, viewer. Let's take a look at our character again, just in case you're curious. Pay no attention to the effective skill level here. That's because of our intoxication. Here's our current skills. Melee at 125, evasion and metathermics are the same. We've got 90 dodge, 81 lockpicking, 96 pickpocketing, and these are staying there to at least level 24. 101 mechanics, no more mechanics for us. 101 tailoring, no more tailoring for us. And we are trying to improve electronics to 101 as well. Here's all our feats: nimble, paranoia, sprint, tranquility, weaponsmith, escape artist, pyromaniac, cheap shots, exposed weakness, premeditation, uncanny dodge, psychoneural flexibility, future orientation, hunter, and psi-empathy. We have 1 extra turn for exposed weakness, 1 turn reduction on the cooldown for premeditation, and we're doing 25% extra damage when we set something on fire. Alright, now we're just going to wait for the frost to go away, which it should in about another minute. I guess it gives me a chance to talk with you guys for a bit while we wait for it to expire. Today is February 3rd, 2024. And as of tomorrow afternoon, I will be going to my parents' house to set up shop, as it were. And then the following day, in 2 days, I will be at the hospital. So this will probably be the last, either this one or the next one will be the last video I record at my house. So the acoustics will change when I'm up at my parents' place, just as a heads up again. I will try to keep recording like 1 video a day at my folks' home, but I can't promise that will be the case because I'll be spending time with them. And my mom likes watching me play some other games that I own. We're playing 3 games at the moment together. Tales of Iron, which is the mouse game I played for the channel some time ago, where we're hacking up the frogs. There's another mouse game I'm playing that has the word tail in it, in which we were imprisoned for resisting playing a song. We're like a little bard. And the game looks gorgeous, but it's a go and find these items and bring them to a person game. And a sneaking type of game. I forget what it's called at the moment. Currently we're gathering mushrooms in the forest for an alchemist. And then we're playing through another game I recorded for the channel some time ago. I can't remember the name of it though. Why can't I think of the name of it? It involves the Bergensons, and it's a roguelite twin-stick shooter. I can't think of the name. It just eluded me. But it's on my channel. Fun game. My mom likes watching, and she exclaims, like, "Watch out, oh my goodness," and she's shouting at the screen the entire time. It's adorable. She points out every single creature that is completely 100% visible on the screen to me as well. But God bless her. I'd rather her point them out than not point them out, just in case I do miss something. Alright, these mutants didn't have anything on them today except for a few acid glands. I guess we'll bring them back with us anyway. Now let's take a look at these cryo chambers that are in here. Looks like there's some kind of gas grenade inside. Wouldn't want to break this one. It's empty. There's some odd puffy-looking fungi inside. It's frozen solid, though. Is that blood or fish in this one? There's some bright red tissue inside. What could it be? There's a bottle inside. Probably mushroom brew. Nothing else I see here we can interact with. And inside here we have a groin guard, a doctor's coat, and morphine. The morphine we need. The others can stay there. Hey, man. Did you manage to figure it out? The mutants have been taken care of. All right. I knew you'd be able to do it. The vision never lies, man. Never. Now let's go. We gotta check the lab. I already checked the lab. A few cryo chambers and a locker was all I saw. And inside the locker I found some morphine, a lab coat, and for some strange reason, a groin guard. Dude's gotta keep his man boulders safe at all times. In this terrible world, a rat hound could bite him off, a lurker could chop him off, and a train could run you over, and that includes your sensitives. It's testicular genocide waiting to happen, man. You gotta be prepared for it. So wherever I go, I make sure I got protection. It's not a terrible belt. It doesn't give you any extra utility slots, but it does reduce the chance you get critically hit by, I think, 2%. But only if you're a dude. It doesn't do anything for you if you're a girl, if I recall correctly. I think it also lowers or makes you immune to dirty kick if anyone uses that against you. Now, what else did you say was in that locker? Morphine and a lab coat. That's it! Again, as in his house in Core City, Dude's gaze turns distant. Once you prepare the mind, you can enter a rift. The mind is safe, but when your body is the one at risk. But then your body is the one at risk while you're walking through the guts of the universe, trying to, reach the exit rift. That's a scientific name for it, exit rift. And anyways, untold horrors await those who enter. Abrasive winds will tear your flesh away. Toxic fumes will incinerate your lungs, and blinding darkness will totally mess up your eyes. Powerful radiation will bombard your very cells, malforming them into these, tumor manufacturing organic machines. But it's not just that. There are living things there, too, hiding in the shadows. You'll be walking like this dark, desolate landscape. It surrounds you from all sides, man, because the sky and the ground are one and the same. The air is alive, and out of it claws, teeth, blades, tentacles, and sometimes even wings take shape. Those will cut you, bite you, pierce you, whack you, flap at you, and do all kinds of deadly unpleasantries. And you will hear nothing but demonic shrieking and the sound of your flesh being torn apart. If you're not prepared, your body will be destroyed. It's not good, man. But there is a way to avoid that, too. Morphine. Relieves the pain, and if you don't feel pain, it means the body is not getting hurt. Yeah, it's logical. And it feels like pulling a decayed tooth after anesthetizing yourself with lots of brew. You feel something moving in your jaw, cracking and all that, but no pain. You know all that? It's the same once you enter a rift. You feel all these things around you, pushing and nudging, but there's no pain, so you're not getting hurt. Of course, the difference is you don't end up missing a tooth there, or skin, flesh, and bones. Seems like we're making some good progress, dude. Unfortunately for me, I apparently, having had now some amount of morphine over given to me over the past month to deal with bone pain, I need quite a bit of it in order to get the pain to go away, to the point where the whole next day I was basically sleeping. But I've already mentioned the side effect that morphine has for me, so no more morphine for Tim unless it's an absolute emergency. Oxycodone is what Tim will end up using in the future. Of all the pain drugs I have, it has the least side effects for me. He largely ignores your words. The brew lets you see, the catalyst lets you enter, the morphine lets you survive. There's one more, man. It's at the tip of my tongue. I can't. He takes the empty bottle and hits himself in the head, and again, after a further pause, continues. Nothing. It worked the last time I tried. Oh, rubs his head. Now that we have some breathing room, I'd like to ask you a few questions about what we went through. It hurts, man. Oh, why not? Caves! It's in the caves! Yeah, he draws a map in the air with his finger and mumbles to himself. East, north, left, he continues mumbling. Hey, I just noticed you haven't given me my brew back. You'll get your damn brew, man. Now's not the time to be an insensitive brew hoarder. We gotta figure all this out. We've done a lot, yet we've still got the Holmes phase of the journey. According to the vision, that is. And the vision shows it must be true. But we're getting closer and closer to the end, man. I'll give you all the answers once we get to the final home, I promise. We gotta rush now, as the brew is slowly evaporating from us. We still need it in. It's like worst thing in the world to lose something when you need it the most. You know what I mean? Oh, and don't forget to bring your that morphine with you. He looks around with noticeable sadness in his eyes. I hate to leave this place so quickly. I've done a lot of work here. A lot. He turns to us. You ready to go? I'm ready. Great. Now get ready to boost me up so I can reach those ladders. I'll give you a hand, and no, I won't drop you again, man. I promise. Sorry I dropped you again, man. We're finally here. I fell on my head. But we're finally here. It's like strange how remembering old memories makes you feel so good. I remember vomiting right here after one nasty crawler stung me. Ugh. And then It's not here, man. It's over there. Yeah, sorry, man. Follow me. Here it is. Here's what? The entrance, man. Don't you see it? Nope. That's what our character's about to say. Let the brew inside you help you. Observe that wall from the summit of your consciousness. I'm feeling pretty sober now. Damn it, man. Just take a better look again. I think I liked the old door better. It was an actual door that you clicked on, as opposed to the cave door here. Like a standard door inside someone's home. Which I thought was appropriate for what we're going through. But I guess this makes more sense. See? For all of this, that makes sense. All the sense this quest is making. There is still brew within you, man. I gotta hand it to you, dude. You live in the oddest of places. Well, a dude's gotta live somewhere, and all the good places have been taken either by people with lots of guns, or creatures with lots of teeth, or psi abilities. Besides, seclusion allows for peace and quiet, but you never want to be too remote. Also gonna acquire stuff, huh? Anyway, how about you go and take a look inside? I'll wait here. Oh, what horrors haunt your home this time, I wonder? Yeah, wait a minute. You know there's something inside, do you? This time you actually know, right? Well, things kind of dawned on me a few moments ago, just as we got close to the entrance. Regardless of that, it's not difficult to, suspect such a thing after all we've been through. I attract strange things living and otherwise. No offense. And what's inside? I can't remember exactly, but I do know things have gone terribly wrong inside. If something attacks you, kill it. Profound. Yeah, man, I know. Good luck in there. We're getting closer and closer to the bottom of it all, man. Oh, and we no longer have any sass effect on us. Alright, so let's have something to eat. We'll get rid of the blinking quest log. And we can hear the horrible hostiles from here. Cats. Now, you can do this without needing to kill the cats that are here. But we're gonna kill them. I think somewhere in here are a bunch of dog crates. And I think you can just take all the cats and put them in those dog crates. And then you can actually use those cats in the dog crates as a weapon on your hotbar. Maybe we actually want one of them. It would give me the excuse to not have so many grenades. But it's going to be tricky to get it if we can find any of them. Yeah, another Barcelona chair. What does Barcelona even mean? It's been scratched to oblivion, yet this monitor is still upright only because its base has been screwed into the counter. Okay, if combat breaks out, I'm immediately going to reload, because I'm not going to activate our shield or anything of that sort yet. Some capsules, some scraps will take a soul. Acid collector and a visor. Mushroom brew. There are 10 of them. 10 dog crates. Well, we can give it a try, I guess. I'm surprised how realistic the purring sounds. I always thought it sounded fake to me before, but then I actually had cats for a little bit in my home. Okay, so we're just gonna take the cats. Captured laser cat. This lovable laser cat has unfortunately been turned feral through overcharging. Provoke the cat to shoot a laser beam towards the target, dealing 15 through 30 energy damage at the cost of 10 energy. Let's see if we can get any more of them. I guess we could just capture all the cats. I don't think you can sell them anywhere or anything of the sort, unfortunately. But we'll capture as many as we can. And then we'll just leave them here. I like to pretend that they don't need food or something of the sort. By the way, capturing cats is not this easy. It is a great deal tougher. Requires generally trickery or food to capture cats. Both, most of the time. Given that we had to do that to get the mom and her kittens when I had the cats in my house for a bit. I'm still dealing with the leftovers of that because I still have fleas in the house. Still, it's been 6 months. But that's also because I can't I'm not home. I'm constantly back at the hospital dealing with cancer treatments. Now, when we approach that door, we're going to enter combat with the final 2 cats, I think. Maybe we can get lucky enough to capture them? Nope. There's 3 of them left. Okay, we lived. 2 are dead. We can shut this. Oh, it can open the door? Alright, we lived. Oh my goodness, that was close. Gives me an excuse to use some normal health hypos, though. And the cat corpses have hearts. And they might have lasers on them, too. Let's see. Just hearts for us today on those 2. Okay, so I do not want all of these, and they all do the same thing. So we're just going to want one of them. I guess we'll charge that cat. Once we use our normal grenade, we will replace the cat with it, I think. It's for taking a shower. You suspect the bucket here. There's some water still inside, and a dead bug. Just one? There should be multiple dead bugs in that. Basic field counter. It's stuck at the top of the range. Nothing you do has any effect on the device. And the bed? A bed surrounded by liquor shelves. Yep. Dude used to live here. Empty cauldron. So many mushrooms have grown inside, you could just add some water and start a fire underneath of it. Alright, well, let's go tell Dude that we did this, and then we'll search the rest of this place. Hey, man. Found any evils inside? Laser cats. Laser cats! Yeah, yeah! You took care of them, right? Yup. High energy vermin. So it's like, safe to go inside? Yup. Well, like, let's go. Follow Dude inside. You help Dude start a fire in the barrel in front of you with the items you found in his long-abandoned home. Now you both stand there, observing the disorderly dance of the flames you've just brought to life. This turbulent interplay is ever-changing, sometimes fierce, sometimes timid. And where some flames rise above the rest, others retreat low and disappear. But as long as there is something to keep it alive, the fire will keep on burning. As you observe the much-needed warmth after traversing harsh and cold, all these primal emotions start digging their way up from the abyssal depths of your inner being. You feel safe, you feel calm, and you feel enthralled. Right now, you need nothing more than the warm caress, the music of combustion, and the tranquilizing light display. And if you feed the fire, take care of the fire, you generally feel it will take care of you as well. I'm hungry. Dude pulls out a small metal skewer with some hopper meat on it and puts it over the flame. Got some for you too if you want. Where'd you get the meat? I don't remember. It's been a while. Want it? No. He shrugs. Oh well. Now what do we do? We'll wait for the rest of the meat to roast, and then we'll continue with the journey, man. I saw it in the vision. I'm standing here, roasting some hopper, while you're standing right there. Everything's like according to the vision so far, so don't worry. And we're through most of the phases. We've been to my homes, caves, he looks around and nods. Ingredients. Last one's gotta be here. It's all progressing slowly. So it all seems to be revolving around us going through these reality rifts. Yeah. You see, man, I know some people think I'm a bit on the other side of the rails. I can see it in people, man. But I do everything for a reason. The visions guide me. Not a single one of them has ever let me down. I'm not gonna turn tail if I see something I don't like. And even if we enter a rift and end up in the middle of a war between intergalactic sentient centipedes and crustacean-like fungoid monsters, and end up being blown into tiny charred bits, it's for a reason. You always know the right thing to say, dude. Thanks, man. But did you see us after we went through a rift in the vision? I mostly remember seeing you. I don't recall seeing anything too specific. The whole vision was a bit fuzzy, man, but we pulled through. So far, things just reveal themselves as we go along, and every event becomes like crystal clear in my brain once I actually see it. Yeah, everything I had seen in the vision got clear. So far. And it's like, oh, the meat's done. Dude stares at the sizzling meat for a second before slowly pulling off a piece of it from the skewer and putting it in his mouth. Not even a second passes, he spits it into the fire. Oh, damn it. Oh, hell. Oh, this is the worst hopper I've ever tasted. I'd rather, lick dun-covered rust off a shack and junkyard than eat this, man. He then throws the skewer with the rest of the meat into the fire. Burn. He then turns to us. Well, man, we gotta continue the journey. We got some rest, but now's the time to get going. His eyes then scan the place. Man, it hasn't changed much since I left, except that everything here smells of cat excrement. You smell of brew. How things have changed. Well, you know what you gotta do. Go and search the place for the final ingredient we need, man. It's here. How about you answer a couple questions about all we've been through? I suppose I owe it to you, man. Go ahead and ask. What happens when we finally come upon a rift? How do we interact with it? You, come up to it and, I'll tell you when we find that last ingredient. Got a few more things to remember. What do you remember about your core city home? I remember loneliness, which is odd since there were all these people living there. People like me, but different, from another era. That's kind of scary, man. How being surrounded by so much life can make you feel so dead. And I thought it was going to get better. I think. Because, yeah, everything was almost right. but at the same time so far off from right. I had a safe place to live. I felt in my bones that danger was always near. I had a room to do my work in. Never enough. I always needed more space for science stuff. The bars were awesome, though, but the people that visited them, again, a whole different world. I can't remember that sort of trouble flushed me out of that place, but I'm glad it did. And I forgot to bring a lot of the stuff with me, as usual, but that kind of worked out to our advantage now, so it's cool. Right, man? You know what I mean. That's all I can remember. The rest is all blurry. How many homes have you actually had? I really don't know. I know I had them. I can barely remember these 3. You know what, man? You remember our journey. The good thing is that the memories are like tied to each other, like with organic strings. You pull one memory out and the rest come out to greet you. Some strings come out severed, and that's kind of sad sometimes, because you know it had to have been attached to something. Maybe it was nice. Maybe not. Who knows? I don't. What you gotta do is learn how to tie new memories to these like strings and stop worrying about it and enjoy a nice cold tasty brew. Cheers, man. Alright, let's ask something else, dude. Could you tell me something interesting? If they ever talk about burrers, they are fascinating, highly social creatures. Dangerous, but still fascinating. I should know. I've lived with them for a month. That's how I got this scar, he points to his forehead. Take a closer look at his forehead. No matter how hard you look, you fail to see any scars. All in all, respect their territory. Don't mess with them, and they won't mess with you. Unless they see you. Cheers! Talk to you later, dude. Can we not use this yet? We cannot use this yet. Oh man, super long cooldown. Alright, let's look around. We didn't explore this back room. A gas tank. Something moved inside when you knocked. Oh man. Well, it can stay in its home. Taurine, napalm C, gyrometrian, and some antidotes. The box has morphine, saturated catalysts, mind shrooms, and desaturated silent inhalants. Some notes are here. Most of them are just scribblings, but there is one that reads, "Do not overcharge the cats." So it must be one of the things that's in here. We're going to want all of this stuff. Oh, maybe not the napalm C. I don't think that's a requirement for what we're going to do. You found what I asked of you? I found some chemicals in your desk. Taurine, some napalm C, and gyrometrin. Any one of those the last ingredient we need? Taurine. That's for the heart. Napalm C, that's for, like, incinerating stuff. Gyrometrin. Gyrometrin! That's it! And yet again he answers with a distant gaze. If you know how it looks, you see it. If you know where you're going, it will be there. If you feel no pain, you cannot get hurt. Once you reach an exit rift, you will not be able to pass. It's the surface tension of the living air. The living air. You fall into it when you enter, so you easily break the surface, like jumping in a lake. But if you want to get out, it's like an ant stuck in the top of a drop of water. Dark water. Deadly water. Water that wants to mutilate you. You'll be stuck inside watching a whole different world that you can't reach, and then the morphine loses its effect. That is why you need gyrometrin. It's as toxic, and it hurts what is living. It will hurt the living air, but it won't hurt you, because you don't feel pain. The damage done to living air will create a temporary vacuum, but that doesn't suffocate you or anything like that. Like in our reality, in in-between. Yeah, that's the name. The in-between. In there, vacuum is freedom from the living air. There's no tension anymore. You can walk through the exit rift and reach your destination. The brew lets you see, the catalyst lets you enter, the morphine lets you survive, the gyrometrin lets you escape. That's everything we need. We're gonna be doing some rift walk-in. Damn, dude, you're either completely derailed or an utter genius. And I'm having trouble figuring out which. Yeah, I am, man. So all we need to do is mix those things up and we're good to go, right? First of all, we need 2 juices. One for you, one for me. So that's 2 bottles of brew, 2 measures of unsaturated psionic catalyst, 2 of morphine, and 2 of gyrometrin. Yeah. Juices? Yeah. That's how it's called. The juice. You mix all these things up and you get the juice. You drink the juice, then you rift walk. Now, how to, like, mix the ingredients is the real issue now. You add too much morphine, you faint in the in-between dimension. You add too little brew, you can't see the exit rift. You add too much catalyst, or mine moves faster than your body does. You add battery acid, you die. What's with you and battery acid? I don't know, man. It's that old geezer. For some reason, I can't stop thinking about him after I mentioned him. It's like horrible. I'm not using batteries for a while. Anyway, did you keep some notes on how to make the juice? You're asking me after all we've been through? Like, what the hell, man? I don't know, man. Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. Did you check around the lab or in a super concealed crack in the wall no one could ever find? It makes me think that there is one somewhere. I found a stack of notes in the lab. Most of them look like long-winded scribblings to me, except for one that says not to overcharge the cats. That's damn good advice, man. Not as good as, like, not to drink battery acid, but damn good nonetheless. As for the long-winded scribblings, I'll check them out, man, but I doubt it's there. Recipes, now, those I usually write simply and concisely. Like, for example, 17 milligrams of unsaturated cyanic catalyst, 55 milligrams of morphine, 1 milligram of geometrin, 300 milliliters of mushroom brew. You take the catalyst and... You see, he pauses, and you see him turn distant again. He scratches his head a few times, then his jaw, and then he nods and says a few hmms before finally, and at this point quite predictably, snapping his fingers and flashing a smile. I got it, man! I know how to make the juice! I just remembered the whole recipe. Oh, I'm good. I'm good. Okay, listen now. We got recipe for the juice. We got all the ingredients, but... And that's one big but. But what comes next could be like anything. The vision got pretty blurry at this point. I know we got a rift walk. I don't know where that's gonna take us. So if you want to take a break and like stock up or have a cold brew, do it now. Come see me when you're ready, man. I'll be like in the lab. Alright, I'll be back soon, dude. We do want to prepare for this before we attempt it. So let's leave. I feel too guilty looking at those cats. Let's leave the ingredients here that we need. So we need some gyrometrin. We need 2 of it. We need 2 morphines. We need 2 catalysts. And then we need 2 mushroom brews. We'll leave some more mushroom brews just in case. Okay, so viewer, I'm going to cut the recording here and go back to our home and prepare for this. We're basically prepared now, but I do want to make sure I'm set, as it were. At the very least, I want to empty our inventory. Hey, everyone. All right, so I'm back, and I have made a few things for us. First off, we have a new taser. This is our old one, and this is our new one. It does more damage, but we can use it less often, thanks to it costing 16 energy. There is no reason for us to actually use this one over the old one, if I'm being honest, because we care about the stun more than the damage that it deals. But I like having more damage on my tasers, for no other reason than I like electricity, and I like to think this is the equivalent of the old 2nd edition Dungeons & Dragons Shocking Grasp spell that we can cast. So another psionic ability, as it were, that improves whenever, and stuns targets, because it's shocking them. And, as we level, it gets stronger at the cost of more mana, as it were. That's not the way this works. You shouldn't do it. Don't do it. Find a really low-level electric discharger and a really high-level power cell when you make your taser, viewer. Do it. But I'm not. I'm not. We can use this about 6 times, I think, before we're out of energy. As opposed to, what is this, 7 times, or maybe even 8 over here. Math is difficult. I also made different shields for us. Here's our old shield. And I have made us a conservative low-frequency shield emitter. Despite it being low frequency, all the numbers are higher than the medium shield frequency because the low shield part, the part that actually provides the shielding, was of quality 129 or so, and I was barely able to craft with it because the power cell I picked up was slightly higher level, but the workbench came into play and allowed me to actually use the parts I picked up. Since our electronics is only 95 normally, and this required a 103, and I think the power cell required 106, if I recall correctly, and I had just enough to do it. So I feel pretty proud that we did get West's bench, and I was actually able to utilize it in order to make something that was beyond our current capabilities. Conservative is different than efficient, by the way. So the capacity over here is slightly better, which means this can take more hits, the old one. But this one, we can turn it on, and we can leave it on without worrying about it dissipating all the energy. I won't have to worry about turning it off once I turn it on. I can just leave it on for a while. But just in case, I also made an efficient medium frequency shield emitter. So this one's better than this one. It was made with a bunch of low-level parts I had lying around, and it's better than this one by about twice the shielding capabilities. It also has a little more energy in it, so I figured I'd show you. I would normally just sell this and the old one, but I wanted to let you guys see what I was bringing with me and compare it. We'll leave these in Dude's house. And even though I've been playing the game for probably close to an hour, it took 30 minutes, viewer, running around in Core City once I realized that I can probably craft a better energy shield and taser. Oh, and I tried making a energy spear. Alas, I don't have the parts unless I spend more money, and I don't think we'll need it where we're going. Not at the moment, at least. And down a few $100 from when we started. I did sell things in Core City while I was there. I might have bought some things for the house as well. Just a heads up. Oh, we need these chemicals. I think that's everything. Alright, let's do it. You ready, man? I got all the ingredients we need to make the juice right here. I'm ready to search for the rifts. Awesome, man. Let's begin. There. The equipment's ready. Okay, man. Place the brew. Now hand me the catalyst. Now the morphine. Now wipe my forehead. Huh? Okay. Give me the gyrometrin. I would have done it. Dude's doing a lot of work for us. This is all free. We're not paying for any of this. Well, so far. The juice! Yeah! Did it! We did it, man! He hands you your bottle of juice. There you go, man. Now when you drink this, know that it could make you a bit sick or partially paralyzed, but only until you get used to it. Could, not should. Okay, I'll go first. He presses the bottle against his lips and pours the juice into his mouth. A few gulps later, the bottle is empty. Ugh, it's warm. But my eyes, they're open again, man. Naturally, you observe him for any side effects, but they are absent. It is as though he drank a normal, run-of-the-mill bottled mushroom brew. Now, just as you stare at him inquisitively, so he does stare at you blankly. What? No sickness or paralysis? I didn't say I could get, sick or paralyzed. You could get sick or paralyzed. My body can take any alcohol-based liquid, or solid matter, actually. It won't hurt me one bit. You, man, on the other hand, you gotta be careful. And now I guess it's my turn. Yeah, after that, we're gonna be looking for a rift. I think there's one right here in my home, but the brew kinda lost its effect, so I'm not sure. I think I saw this, rift, man. So get that in your system and let's start searching. You'll know a rift when you see it. How long does the effect last? He shrugs. We'll see. It's not like you can just instantly and explicitly know how long something's gonna last. It varies from person to person, man. Let's go find that rift. Okay, dude. Alright. Oh, the game auto-saved, because we're about to enter a really difficult area. Alright. Let's do it. You see a small, bright, flat-looking ripple in the otherwise three-dimensional space around you. Attune yourself to the rift. Actually, try to touch it. You extend your hand to touch the rift. It seems to part and wrap around it, as if consciously avoiding contact. You can feel cold radiating from it, on your skin and tingling in the back of your head. Attune yourself to the rift. You fix your eyes on the rippling energies of the rift and focus your mind on it. You can almost feel your consciousness flowing from your forehead into the rift on a wave of juice. For a brief moment, with a deafening shriek, your mind is flooded with countless images, all discernibly mushed up into mental white noise. You snap out of it with a gasp. You see the rift more clearly now. It beckons you closer. Step inside it. The dude comes with us. Huh? Draw slave. Zasos go dragnish. Blackamore. Pricksticks last of Trabate. Surface slav no slapnarsh. Tragvim. Nauseated, you step out of the wavering rift as it closes behind you. You try your hardest to remember and make sense of your journey through the in-between. What you felt and saw, but is simply incomprehensible. You just have this feeling that a lot of time has passed. Regardless, you are uninjured, untouched, whole. That is all that matters right now. However, there was one thing you remember clearly, and that is that someone yanked your arm and pulled you into reality. Dude, who now stands before you, stares at you with dread in his eyes. What's the matter, dude? Did we run out of juice? He doesn't react to your words. He grabs his head, his dreadful stare glued to the floor. Oh, I've made a terrible mistake. Terrible. It's not supposed to be like this, man. What are you talking about, dude? Isn't this what you saw in the vision? Man, don't you see I'm like freaking out right now? I instantly felt something was wrong as soon as I stepped into the rift. There was this feeling that we have strayed from the vision. All this is like wrong right now. We're not supposed to be here. Don't you get it? This is not part of the vision anymore. This is it's the unforeseen reality. Everything is wrong. Everything. I made the juice wrong. And the place we're in, we're not supposed to be here. I felt it when we were in the in-between. Stomach sickness, thirst, headache. It was like a bunch of construction workers were using jackhammers as pogo sticks on top of my head. The juice is running out, man. I had to pull us out of there, or else I don't even want to think of that. I just saw that shimmering light, and here we are. Maybe all this was foretold in the vision? No, man, this has nothing to do with the vision. I know it otherwise, because things like... I know it, okay? We're screwed, man. We gotta get out of here now. This is not a part of the vision, man. Back when you recited that recipe, you did it with a lot of confidence. You think you remembered it wrong, or did you just mix it wrong? I don't know, man. Everything seemed right when I made it. Felt right when I drank it. But it didn't work. He shrugs. I don't know why. Well, there's no reason to panic. How about we make more juice and use that to get out of here? Oh, no. Nah, I ain't making the juice again till I figure out what I've done wrong. Especially now that I don't have my measuring cups. There's a greater chance that I'm gonna make, well, that's an even worse mistake. We gotta get out of here. But I'd still rather die here than risk it in the in-between. You remember all the stuff I talked about, right? So how do we get out of here? I don't like... Wait. I gotta think. He closes his eyes and puts his fingers on his temples. After rubbing his temples for a couple of moments, breathing evenly and humming a simple calming melody, he opens his eyes and looks at you. Now, you might consider what I'm about to say like, you know, A little strange. Odd. Weird. Outrageous. Let's hear it. We're gonna need some oil. I didn't expect that. Come on, man, listen. Now that I've thought about what happened, I don't think we actually ran out of juice. I think it's still in our systems. But that, for some reason, stopped affecting us enough to, like, allow us to rift walk safely. It's not running well. Therefore, we need a way to get it moving around somehow. And what is the best way to jumpstart latent juice? I don't know. We need to lube it up so that can circulate properly. We need mineral oil. What kind of mineral oil do we need? Whatever kind of mineral oil you find and bring to me, okay? Once I see it, I'll figure out whether it's gonna work or kill us. Remember, man, there's no vision to fall back to anymore. We're alone. Just keep your eyes peeled, your mind clear, and your bowels tight. He nods. Good luck. Go get that mineral oil. I'll be here hiding. I'm on it, dude. Mineral oil. Yeah. Oh, I said the wrong thing. Sorry about that. I'll go find that mineral oil. Alright, viewer. Some of the best music is this music. I love this tune. Ooh. A Perception +1 Adaptive Night Vision Goggles. Electric Repair Kit. And a bunch of stuff we're not going to need. Alright. Oh man, Tim, did you bring... Okay, the Omnitool. For a second I thought I might have left this behind when I did all the moving the other day. Okay, at least I have it. Now, we're gonna do this, hopefully without a single reload, and we're gonna try to do this the stealthy way, even though we don't have stealth. It's gonna be tricky. We're gonna try. If we get stuck in combat, we're gonna fight. So we'll hopefully survive what comes our way. But viewer, it's gonna be really difficult if we end up in a well, I say that. I mean it, but it might not actually be the case. We are much higher level than I normally am when I do the Grey Army base. We're gonna give it a try, though. Lots of peeking around. At the moment, since I am not sure... Well, I'm very sure what's going on. This is the one we want. I don't want to take anything with us at the moment, unless we kill someone. This open locker has a gray soldier armor in it. A suit of gray tactical vest type armor. It has markings that feature black compass blades with a jackhammer, which replaces the north one against a yellow and white background. The only problem with entering combat is that we're wearing this armor now, which is actually kind of like our current armor, isn't it? 22 and 7 mechanical resistance. Our current armor is 25 and 12. 20 and 5 heat resistance versus 52 and 21. Our armor can't be set. We can't be set on fire, and we gain 68 health. Their armor, we pick up 2% chance reduction to being critically hit by weapon and unarmed attacks. It's not a bad suit of armor. Right, lots of locked lockers here. We'll open this one and see what's inside. A bear trap and a Neo Luger. Guess we can take the Luger and break it apart. Not allowed to interact with a great many things here. If someone sees us, we get in all sorts of trouble. Looks like a bathroom. At the very least, I want these vent shafts open, so we can potentially escape if combat starts. It is a bathroom. I'm not going to bother checking the toilets, and off chance someone's in there. Uh-oh. I didn't bring any cave hopper stakes, so we don't have a super high agility. It seems like this fan is large enough for you to pass through. The large spinning blades are an obstacle you don't want to underestimate, though. You can try leaping through, but the confined space you're in requires some well-controlled and well-executed movement. If you want to progress safely, let's try. You leap head first, but because you're too slow, your timing was off. Your attempt ends with one of the blades smacking you right in the head. The fan roars for a moment, but soon returns to its regular whooshing, bearing no scars other than a slight bent blade. Your head is pulsing with pain, but you survive. Okay, and we didn't take any damage either. So then we have to go through this area. Should have brought some agility stuff with me. That's strength. I have no drugs, and I have no armor that improves my agility. Alright, then we're stuck navigating through this and hoping. Now we can... Oh, no, don't do that. There's a guy over there. We'll wait in the bathroom for a little bit. As long as we're wearing this outfit, no one's going to immediately start combat upon seeing me. But if they get too close to me, they'll question us. I'd like to avoid that for as long as possible. Now, there's one thing about the army base you should know. This is a army that has no females in its fighting force. If you're playing a girl, and anyone sees you and gets close to you, you're not getting out of it very easily whatsoever. No persuasion, to my knowledge, is going to get you out. You can't talk your way out. Combat starts. You're not allowed to be in this area if you're a chick. Stay back here for a bit. Let's watch that Grey Army heavy gunner. We should probably have run to the corner and not done this, but we're here now. Okay, and that leads to the other side of that. More importantly, it's open, so if you want to start combat, sorry, if combat starts, we can try to escape. Alright, through the first part of this. Now, I remember where to go, by the way, which is why you see me not exploring all of that section of the military base. This is a great deal more difficult. Otherwise... Just watching them. We could be spotted right here. Okay. So we could run the corner. Looks like someone decided to use the restroom. Currently, we're not in combat. It is a controlled zone, though, so if we kill, to my knowledge, well, let's try this really quick. That guy is wearing a different type of outfit. An officer. We can't reach a trap door because the crate's in the way. This crate has been inconveniently placed on top of the trap door. Try to push the crate. Six strength is enough. Not enough to get you inside a vent with the crowbar, but enough to push a heavy crate out of the way. There's a generator down here, rather dark. Oh, looks like there's that looks like outside, and they have guards posted there behind things. They might be under siege or something. considering that with their posts. Our food's going to expire, so we'll take some... We'll eat some core chips. An alarm. You know, if someone hits that, the whole facility is against us. We have to kill tons of people. I have not yet fought the Grey Army in hard mode, by the way. I'm assuming it's much worse than normal mode would be. Oh, Tim, I think I messed this up already. I think you have just enough time to get into this vent shaft. Okay. So far, so good. Thankfully, no one cares about open vents in this game. I think I mentioned it a long time ago, there's a closed vent option for your Omni tool, but to my knowledge, you never ever need to use it ever. Okay, let's get a lockpick ready and look through this. My Gotson keycard. We're gonna hope that's the one we need. An officer armor, some Lotaeri, and a medal. Well, let's put on the officer armor. And wait here for a little bit. But the moment I walk out, I'm gonna bump right into a guard. That's the way it always works for me. Or it tends to. The officer armor is slightly... Well, it's different, right? We get Intimidate, Immune to Fear, some Resolve increases. We have less damage resistance against bullets and shotgun shells, but more against knife attacks. I guess I get stabbed in the back a lot. Oh, and I just took this key card without explaining why we need it. There's a locked warehouse that I want to access, and we need a key card to do so. Most of the stuff you get from these people are not worth the effort to... At least the armor is not worth very much, as you can see. So we'll just break this part down to fabric scraps, and his steel dagger. Obviously up to no good. We'll keep the Jaguar, though. And I guess we'll break down this armor, too. This guy is monitoring... So he's linked to a camera somewhere. Oh, okay. So Okay, it is as I thought. I'm going to reload, and I'll explain why. Everyone's now red, which means they know we did what we just did. So we're going to leave him alive, because I don't want the whole base aggro on us. We won't be able to sneak past anyone like we've been doing if everyone's red. I don't mind if we get... I didn't think it worked that way if we killed the person and no sound was made. Uh-oh. The soldier stands at attention and salutes you. Radabush! Comes us, officer. Salute and continue walking. He lowers his saluting arm and returns to his duty. We got a little too close to him. Oh man, viewer, I'm nervous. This is where everything goes wrong. Okay, I'm allowed to, the security camera can see me. We haven't killed anybody or the like. I want to look at this guard for a bit. So I think we're allowed to be here. Okay, he's going that way. Far enough away that he doesn't notice us do this. We don't want to get close to any other officers. They're likely to know something is wrong. Oh, thank God. We have the agility to climb over this as well. Can open that door if we need to. This is where things get a little tricky. There is, yep, see that guard right there? They are on patrol. If he notices me, he will, he will come and investigate. We need to use the boxes to avoid him. To avoid all the guards in this area. Unfortunately, we have to time it so that the sniper isn't around us either when we're up here. This is where the mineral oil is. Now, I like puzzles like this, but it does involve a ton of knowledge. You need to know where to go and what to grab. And what to do. We've avoided combat so far. Once we see the guard pass this way, we'll head up here and see if we can make our attempt at grabbing the mineral oil. I don't remember which shelf it's in, so we're going to quickly look, and if we don't see it, here we go. Nope. Yes. No. Guess while we're here, just some grenades. I guess we'll take the EMP grenade. Oh, you're kidding me. That sniper. A lot of waiting around. We can do this. I'm pretty sure. I hope we can do this, because otherwise combat's gonna suck. It's not possible to go around this way. It really isn't. You'll be seen and you'll be interrogated as to why you're in this area. Nope. Too late. The shoulder stands at attention and salutes you. Radabaj, comes was officer. Strick or strick u mas again. Royal Junker Schruxvis Brustanta? Shrug. Come Aversha officer? Shrug again. He casts a suspicious eye on you and soon... Tinesh! Iroka Klashla Starki Brozatum! Razbuna! Trebum Chokape! Okay, well, so much for that. I hate you. Man, I haven't failed this in a while. Oh no, Tim, this was the wrong way to go. Was it though? That was a grenadier. We're gonna move up. We're gonna use a fire. Use our shield. We set the sniper on fire, which is what I wanted. Oh, there's a grenadier there. I should have stayed where I was. It's a 5mm. Alright, our dodge is really good here. It won't really matter where we go. They'll find a way to be able to target me. So in this case, I'm not expecting the fire to kill them, although because their armor is fire resistant, but I do want them all running. Like, I don't want to have to worry about that sniper killing me. Oh, that's a shame. I will use some adrenaline. And I just barely can't get behind cover. That should be good. Bam! Incapacitated and stunned. Let's hope for some fire here. Good hits from that guy. We are fatigued. Can still put up some decent damage, though. We only have, oh, they're bursting now. Oh, we survived. Okay. That clears this area of hostiles. We are now known. We won't be able to slip past anyone. We no longer need this armor. We'll take our own armor. It has been a long time, viewers, since I had to kill the entire base, and we're gonna have to get out of here, I'm pretty sure. I want to use all my normal health hypos. Let's get them on the hotbar somewhere to make this a little easier for me. I guess we'll loot bodies while we're here. And take a look at all the shelves, since now we have some time. Or rather, we have the excuse to do so. Alright, overburdened, and we're not done with all the corpses yet. Alright, so... all of their armor can just be immediately strapped. I would like to hold on to a suit of officer armor to remind me of this, this adventure we're having right now. Mid-level equipment. Most of it's actually worth selling. So we'll try to keep all the weaponry with us. We'll break down all this stuff, then we'll make a bunch of repair kits. We don't need any of the knives, so all of this can be broken down to scrap. And those punching gloves. And we have a shock steel combat knife. I'll break it down. Okay, let's make some repair kits really quick while we're here. Wait, what just happened? Let's do this again. There we go. I think that they weigh less than the bits weigh. Okay, we're not yet done with the corpses. We have 2 more left. Sorry about this, guys, but I'm going to do it on screen. Let's recycle. Let's see. We have another sniper rifle. We have more of their armor. Just break that crap down. Something with their daggers. Knives and daggers. I like that they all basically have a melee weapon for close range combat, if they need it, and the ranged weapon. It's not. Maybe we'll hold on. We'll hold on to that. We have even more parts to make more repair kits. Let's do it. Alright, what was in the other shelves? Or the shelves? An efficient shield emitter, some flares, a belt we don't need, grenade launcher frame, gas grenade we don't know. Okay. Can always come back here later, since we're going to have to destroy the entire base. This is what we're here for. It appears to be a mineral-based gun lubricating oil. Judging from the picture, the label reads Luboplosonsky. I Krobko Managostak za Pushkachai. Da Gu Zobakudrish Tozavano. Take all shield parts. Those can stay. Ooh. Gun barrels, we want those for crafting purposes. But now I'm overburdened. Okay, so 1 second. Keep healing. Oh, our shield needs to be restored. And we used the taser twice. Actually, just once, but we'll recharge it. There we go. Alright, so we don't want to be overburdened. Let's leave some stuff behind that is not worth as much. Oh, actually, the bolts overburdened me. We are exactly at 160. Oh man, there's some decent stuff here. But we don't have carry capacity, so everything else has to be left. We can always come back here later. Let's not be tempted. We won't search anything else either. But now we gotta get out of here. Everyone's aware of us. That includes the security cameras. Let's leave. Okay, good. We didn't have to fight this in this room. Oh no. Oh, he's going to investigate the camera. No! Alright, I want to leave this room the way I came in. Or maybe I don't. Let's leave this way. Should have just left, because now we left this room in combat. Well, that's super awkward. Oh no, all these guards have seen me. Gunner, you are in the way. You're also incapacitated. Focus on the other guy. Oh, good for him. He woke up his friend with that burst. That's actually pretty smart. There's a lot of dudes over there. And a sniper. Let's set them on fire. Good critical hit. Whoa! Oh no, the game's chugging a bit, viewer. I apologize. I can't really do anything about that, unfortunately. Nisbish, Nibre, Tars, Golanke, to Samoria. Wow, he missed every single burst there. Oh, viewer, I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do. We just have to deal with the chugging. I haven't seen the game do this in quite some time, so this is a shame. Wow, this was the wrong way to go. Our shield is now off. Use some morphine to help us out for a bit. Stun a guy. I want corners to fight around. And so do they, apparently. It's a 5mm. That won't hurt us at all. Oh, I think they're running for the exit. Sorry, for a button to reset the alarm on again. So many of them. We're gonna have to kill them all here, too. Tim, you need action points, because you need to heal. Just a tiny bit, but your morphine's about to expire. Oh, I thought we would hit this guy too. That's a shame. The weapons are not penetrating our armor very well. Thank goodness we're wearing this armor and not theirs. Out of ammo! 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 Save 10 action points. Oops, someone died? They're going to hit the button again. Let's stop them from doing so. After so many button hits, a elite squad shows up to try to stop you. Oh! That one critical hit! Wow! That was 126 damage from an assault rifle. We're still in combat, viewer, and we're gonna die here. We have no way to heal ourselves. It's like 10 more turns until the health hypos are ready again. Well, that's all we can do. More are not present on this side of the door. I think he's upset about being set on fire. Still in combat. Someone else just burned to death. Still in combat. I want to get in this vent shaft, please, game. Woo! Just barely did it. We can get our shield restored, and we can try to see if this leads us to the dude. About to say, did I not bring bandages with me? No, we have bandages. Getting out of there after that crit was so important. Alright. Well, it could have gone a lot better, but we did it. Did you find it, man? The mineral oil! I found this gun lubricant. I think it's supposed to be based on mineral oil, but I don't know what else is in there. Alright, gimme! He takes a close look at the label. I, don't understand a thing on this label. What the hell? Rotating the bottle around slowly, dude scrupulously examines it from all sides. I don't see, any skulls or known hazard symbols. Not having been discouraged by the impenetrable lingual barrier, dude opens the bottle and takes a whiff of the unknown. His contracting nostrils do not seem to react well to the smell, however. Oh, what did they put in this thing, man? He brings the oil closer to his objecting nose and his pupils turn more and more dilated. He glances at where the rift is supposed to be. His smile confirms it's still there. I see it, man. This is what we need. Smelling it is enough? No, man. With revulsion in his eyes, he pours just a little of the stuff straight into his mouth, his throat, trying his best to spare his tongue. His lips turn inward, his eyelids slam shut, and his nostrils widen so much you can almost see all the way to his navel cavity. He then hands it back to you. Ooh, drink, man. Just a little is all it takes. Drink a little gun lube. Uh-oh. Okay, there. Good. Thank you, game. Time to leave, man. Tired and a bit sick to the stomach, you stand by the fire with Dude. The flames did not stop dancing in your absence. It's as though they were waiting for your return in order to lull you into tranquility with their undulating warmth. However, the sounds of gastrocentric insurrection coming from Dude's volatile bowels easily dispel your recuperative peace. Is the mineral oil at it again? His stomach growls like a dying beast. Yeah, man, I thought I got it all out after the third time, but I guess not. I'm going through this today. Too many jalapeno peppers in my tuna casserole. Too many over the past 4 days for it and all the leftovers. Delicious. Absolutely delicious. Oh man, though, my stomach did not like it for 4 days. A long pause during which his intestinal unrest rages on and on. He breaks the silence not with wind, but with words spoken in a quiet, somber voice. I've been thinking, man. You're not gonna die, Dude. No, it's not that. In all that chaos, I haven't had the time to figure out why I messed up so badly. I mean, up to the point where we started riftwalking, everything was running smooth. Like it should. Like it always has. The vision always showed me the right way. And it has never, ever failed me so long as I recognized what I saw in it and abided by it. So how did I, create such a disaster this time? Well, I thought about it, man, and now I think I know the reason. I did not respect the vision. What do you mean? I wasn't supposed to come with you, man. That's why it all went wrong. Remember when I told you that I only saw images of you riftwalking? Vision was a bit fuzzy, but what was clear was that I wasn't with you, man. I was so damn stupid, man. I never done anything against the vision, but I always felt things were going to fall apart if I did. So I never, did it. I mean, never mind. And I felt it as we were rift walking, and I knew everything from that point onward was like uncharted territory. Anything could happen. But that brings me to another question. Why did I mess up the recipe? If it was you who was supposed to do all the rift walking, then how could I have done that step wrong? You need me to rift walk, right? I'm the juice supplier. The juice dude, man. And then it hit me. I did everything right. The juice is okay. It is okay. It felt and seemed right because it was right. But there was another variable which I never, had the chance to test. Both of us went inside the rift at the same time, man. What if two people attract much more living air trying to kill them than what would each of us individually attract? What if our minds are interacting with each other in some unknown way when we're there? Maybe the attunement gets messed up, or maybe it's something else entirely. The point is, the effect wore off much quicker because we were together in the in-between. That's why all these problems occurred. So in the end, the rest of our journey, according to your vision, was in fact my journey and mine alone? Seems so, man. You and I are done. Unless I get another vision to two of you instinctively pause in anticipation of the aforementioned. Nothing happens. Well, when I say done, I didn't mean, like, completely done, like, totally. I could still make juice for you, and we can, like, talk and do stuff. By done, I mean done traveling around and collecting stuff for me. Except juice ingredients. Damn it, we're not done at all. I don't mind it, dude. If nothing else, we got a reason to hang out. Have a brew together. Or 10. Oh, yeah, that sounds okay to me, too. How about a couple of questions after all we've been through? Oh, I suppose I owe it to you, man. Go ahead and ask. So say I'm all juiced up and approaching a rift. What do? You gotta get attuned to it. Attuned. Yeah, you focus on the rift and let the juice flow. Then things pretty much happen on their own. The juice leads you through. You know, you enter, you don't feel pain, you disperse the living air and get out. It just happens. If you prepared everything right. If not, you're in trouble. You're also in trouble if you see yourself in the in-between. What do you mean? It's like, you know, when something sharp splits your head in two and those two halves can see each other with one eye each, with the one eye each one has. I don't know why I said that. It's very unlikely thing to, like, happen. Some more questions for you, dude. Yeah? I've noticed these rifts have these unusual teal symbols underneath them. Can you tell me anything about those? Yeah, the symbols. I don't, like, remember much about them, man, but I do know they're linked. And I mean, like, seriously linked to the rifts. Yeah. Actually, I think the symbols create the rifts. Or was it the, rifts create the symbols? Sounds like which came first, the hopper or the egg. Well, the hopper, obviously, since eggs can't come to you because they can't, like, roll on their own. Not hopper eggs. No way. Even if they could, adult hoppers are still pretty damn fast. But the symbols, they're linked, man. They're tied together. Like a good rug that really, like, ties the room together, you know? You get rid of that and the room, like, gets untied, man. That totally sucks, man. Something else, dude. So, can you make me some juice? Sure, man. I need 2 brews, 1 measure of unsaturated psionic catalyst, 1 of morphine, and 1 of gyromitrin. Remember the extra brews for me. How am I supposed to get all those ingredients? The unsaturated psionic catalyst you extract from mind shroom, morphine from lake poppies, and gyromitrin from red dream mushrooms. I don't know how to do that. What? You don't know how to extract the simple chemicals from, like, plants and shrooms? Damn, man. I do know how to extract brew from a bottle, though. Well, you ain't retarded. Can you extract those chemicals for me? Oh, alright. Bring it over and I'll extract the chemicals for you. Make sure to bring me, like, ampules as well, because I don't have any to spare, man. You know, this is going to be far too time-consuming. There has to be a better way to get these ingredients. I'm not going to pick them up, man. I'm far too busy doing something as dull and mundane as going about, like, picking mushrooms. How do you expect me to do it? It's your destiny, man. How about I find someone who could supply you with the necessary ingredients? And then you just buy it off me? That could work, man. Got anyone in mind? Southgate Station. The Academy level has a dedicated room for growing mushrooms. Great, man. I'll take care of picking up the supplies. Don't you worry. And you know what? I'll even take care of the brew while I'm at it. You just let me know once you've struck a deal and I'll do the rest. Cool? Cool. Cool, man. Takes a sip of his brew. Talk to you later, dude. We have 5 minutes left on our effect. And viewer, I think we're going to stop here. So thank you guys for watching. And I will hopefully see you in the next one. So take care, everyone.